In Vancouver's old city centre, where Hastings Street once glittered with theatres, banks and promise, two towers rose like twin sentinels of a hopeful age. The Balmoral in 1912, the Regent in 1913. Early skyscrapers in the Chicago style, all arches, pilasters and painted sandstone, they were built for the wealthy, the traveling elite. The ones who arrived on the brand new Canadian Northern Railway expecting luxury, light-filled rooms, private baths, telephones in every suite, painstaking service, the Regent boasted. Chefs, masters of their art. But as the decades passed, Vancouver's center drifted westward. The Depression hollowed out the neighborhood. The streetcars vanished, psychiatric hospitals closed, addiction took root, and the Balmoral and Regent, once proud, became refuges for the poor, the sick, the forgotten. Their lobbies dimmed, their walls thinned, their floors sagged, the hotels aged, and no one came to save them. Then, in the 1970s, a new name entered the story, the Sahota family, buy-and-hold landlords who quietly collected properties across the city, SROs, walk-ups, aging apartments, buildings already worn and soon worn further. By the 1990s and 2000s, the Sahota name had become infamous. Tenants spoke of mold creeping up walls, of cockroaches scattering under bare bulbs, of balconies so rotten they collapsed beneath people's feet. City inspectors found dozens of violations, 78 in the Balmoral alone. Advocates whispered about intimidation. Police reports mentioned threats. And still the buildings stayed open because closing them meant displacing the people with nowhere else to go. Then came the breaking point. In 2007, at a Sahota-owned apartment on Pandora Street, heavy rains punched through a roof that had been failing for a decade. Ceilings collapsed. 81 tenants were given 3 hours to flee. What they couldn't carry was lost to water, mold, or simply stolen. The city fined, the tenants fought, the Sahotas denied, and the buildings kept decaying. Finally, in 2017 and 2018, the Balmoral and Regent, once the jewels of Hastings Street, were declared uninhabitable and shut down. A little over a century after they opened, the city expropriated them for $1 each, a symbolic price for a symbolic ending. Today, the Balmoral is gone and the Regent sits empty, but their story lingers. And in the downtown east side, where the past never fully leaves, the ghosts of corruption and greed stand as warnings. Warnings about what happens when profit outruns compassion, and when a city looks away for far too long.
Lemmetellya.